started practicing every day, and it became my passion. And I learned more than 250 songs on violin by ear. I don't use music sheets, and every week I learn 2 more songs to perform.
Few young musicians have captured hearts worldwide, quite like the violin prodigy who took the internet by storm.
Music has always been my passion since I can remember myself. I've always been surrounded with music, and it's something that gives me joy, it's something that fuels me, something that is my passion, and it's something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Imagine a girl barely in her teens commanding crowds with mesmerizing performances, only to suddenly make fans wonder, where did she go? With millions enchanted by her unique renditions of chart-topping hits, her sudden low profile has sparked widespread curiosity. But what lies behind the scenes of this remarkable journey? From Ukraine to California, from street busking to sharing the stage with icons, her story is packed with talent, struggle, and unexpected turns. Sudden disappearance sparks concern. Karolina Protsenko's rise was meteoric, captivating millions with her flawless violin covers and youthful energy. Yet, in recent times, many fans and followers have noticed a baffling silence from the once omnipresent young prodigy. Social media updates have become scarce, and performances that once regularly delighted audiences seem to have dwindled. This sudden withdrawal has sparked widespread speculation and concern about what may have happened to her promising career. For someone who was deeply engaged with her global audience, maintaining multiple YouTube channels and social media accounts, her reduced activity feels unusually abrupt. Fans who eagerly awaited new videos or live performances found themselves asking if she had stepped away by choice or due to unforeseen challenges. Some wondered if personal matters or a shift in interests might have influenced her disappearance. Others speculated on health or family issues, though no official statements have shed light on these possibilities. Adding to the mystery is the contrast between her earlier expansive presence, where she would regularly upload violin covers of popular songs and interact with viewers, and the current, quiet phase. The young musician's story, once a beacon of hope and inspiration for many aspiring artists, now raises questions rather than providing answers. Despite her past visibility, it's clear that something has shifted, leaving fans eager to understand the reason behind this pause. What makes this so intriguing is the fact that Karolina was still at the early stages of what could have been an even more significant career. At just a young teenager, she had already accomplished milestones many artists dream about. Her performances on prominent stages and collaborations with notable figures in the music world hinted at a trajectory that would only continue rising. So why the sudden hush? Your supporters, who remain dedicated to you, acknowledge that her withdrawal causes actual distress, which impacts her. Social media algorithms prefer content which maintains regular scheduling patterns because her reduced online activity makes it difficult to observe her current work. Her artistic path forward remains uncertain because her popularity first increased to its highest level before entering its current period of reduced recognition. Some people think the current quiet period serves as a time when people experience changes in their lives and develop new skills. Young performers often choose to leave their careers behind while they develop their life vision or dedicate time to educational pursuits. The period of no contact creates heightened interest about what makes this famous artist who enjoys public support decide to take a break from work. Karolina's withdrawal process contains multiple elements that need to be investigated. The new discoveries show that her event involved multiple elements, including her career path and family matters, and her personal connections. The evolving situation becomes more interesting for her fans who wish to watch her comeback because of her talent. Young people experience multiple life challenges beyond their public persona and viral videos which we currently search for answers about. The complete story remains unknown to us, but her life details are being revealed to us in gradual increments. The hidden secrets which these clues contain will show far more information than just the basic details of her disappearance. The true reason for Karolina's sudden disappearance creates an opportunity to understand her better as both a violinist and a person who deals with life problems. The narrative describes a young artist who achieves success and experiences unexpected life changes while he matures in the public eye. Even as questions linger about her quiet period, the roots of Karolina's musical life provide essential context to who she is and where her passion first took hold. Early life and musical roots. Karolina Protsenko was born on October 3, 2008, in Kyiv, Ukraine, a city rich with cultural and musical heritage. From the start, music was woven deeply into her family's fabric. Both of her parents, Nikolai and Ella, are accomplished musicians, creating an environment at home that nurtured her early interest and natural ability. It was a household where melodies from guitars and pianos were a constant, shaping the young girl's ear and sensibility from the earliest age. Growing up with two younger brothers, Karolina shared her musical world with siblings who were also immersed in this artistic environment. The family harmony extended beyond just living together. It was a shared passion that thrived through collective practice and encouragement. This musical upbringing laid a foundation that was rich not only in talent, but also in discipline and cooperation, qualities that would later help her navigate the competitive world of music. Her beginnings in Ukraine involved more than casual exposure to music. The Protsenko household prioritized serious involvement with instruments and study. Though Karolina's initial public fame came from her familiar pop and chart-topping covers, at home and in lessons, she was constantly connected with classical tradition and technique. This duality between formal music and popular culture defined her style and versatility. Early influences extended beyond family. Ukrainian culture, with its own deep musical traditions and respect for the performing arts, was a backdrop that inspired respect for craftsmanship and expressive performance. Her formative years immersed in this rich cultural soil contributed to her ability to communicate emotion through her violin at a very young age. The people around her all recognized Karolina's musical talent, which she showed since she was a young child. She experienced both curiosity and joy, which she displayed through her violin playing that she started to learn in early childhood. The extraordinary path she walked became visible to others because she used musical notes and melodies to expand her world while her peers played and studied. Karolina possessed exceptional natural talent, but she became more than a self-taught prodigy, according to her. Her parents made sure she received professional training to develop her musical skills. The professional training that she received helped her develop both technical skills and artistic abilities, which she needed for her upcoming public shows. Karolina discovered her ability to connect classical music with contemporary music through her experience in a supportive atmosphere. Her performances became a global sensation because she combined different musical styles to create unique sounds. The seeds that she planted in Ukraine grew into a worldwide musical performance, which she created to showcase her work. The way she grew up during her first years represents the combination of family commitment and cultural heritage, together with her early training, which helped her become a musician. It explains how a young girl from Kyiv could grow into an internationally recognized violinist within just a few years. The Protsenko family reached their most important moment when they made their crucial choice, which would shape all subsequent events in Karolina's life. The move to a new country marked both a fresh start and a challenge that would test and shape her burgeoning career. Journey to the United States and new beginnings. In 2015, when Karolina was about 6 years old, her family relocated from Ukraine to the United States, settling in the city of Simi Valley, California. This journey was more than a change of address. It was the beginning of a new cultural and artistic chapter. The move offered her access to expanded opportunities, but also presented the inevitable challenges of adjusting to a new language, school system, and social environment. Moving to the United States dramatically broadened the horizon for Karolina's musical aspirations. California's vibrant and diverse music scene provided her with access to workshops, masterclasses, and performance venues that simply were not as available in her previous environment. This immersion allowed her to explore different musical styles and collaborate with artists from varied backgrounds, enriching her artistic development. Once settled, Karolina enrolled in private school within California, balancing academic studies with the increasing demands of her music career. Managing these dual roles proved demanding for a child, yet she found ways to integrate both worlds, gradually gaining confidence and new skills. Her education was supplemented by formal violin lessons, proving critical to refining technical proficiency and broadening repertoire. One of her favorite and most significant performance venues became the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica. Here, Karolina attracted open audiences with her captivating street performances, earning not only tips through a busking bucket, but also the admiration of passers-by. These public performances were key in helping her build an organic, loyal fan base that shared their experiences widely online. Her busking success attracted attention from others. Daniel Vitali, an Italian musician who saw her perform, famously dubbed her a busking sensation. Her videos quickly gained popularity on social media platforms while reaching audiences throughout Europe and other continents. The initial fame she achieved through her local performances created a pathway that led to her becoming more well-known. Karolina spent her first years in America by performing while she pursued musical growth through workshop attendance and musician collaboration. The California music community provided her with opportunities which allowed her to develop her skills and explore new artistic paths. Her YouTube career also began around this time, as she uploaded videos regularly, sharing covers of viral hits and popular songs. Her online activities resulted in an exceptional increase of her audience as millions of people came to see her youthful talent and distinctive musical interpretations. The moment marked a crucial shift, which transformed her identity from a local street performer into a worldwide online star. People who moved to their new home had to find ways to handle both their increasing fame and their regular experiences as young immigrants who were getting used to new things. Her family support brought her strength, which combined with her musical passion to help her continue moving forward in life. She used the United States as her starting point, which created a path that would lead to her bright future with unpredictable elements. Her first American experiences show how 3 factors brought together special possibilities and her determination to succeed, and her natural abilities to make her a worldwide sensation. The events that followed would test Karolina through her entire musical career and all the other areas of her life. With roots firmly planted and the beginning of her career established, the next step reveals the whirlwind that catapulted this young violinist to worldwide fame. Rise as a violin sensation. Karolina Protsenko's emergence as a violin sensation was nothing short of remarkable. What began as street performances at the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica quickly transformed into a global phenomenon. Her ability to captivate audiences with familiar pop hits played through a violin was a fresh and enchanting appeal that set her apart. Crowds gathered spontaneously, mesmerized by a young girl whose talent transcended her years. Her street performances carried a unique charm. Passers-by would stop, phones in hand, capturing moments of magic as Karolina's violin melodies filled the air. This organic setting allowed her music to reach people outside traditional concert halls, turning everyday spaces into stages packed with awe. Social media amplified this effect, with countless videos going viral, drawing a worldwide audience. Daniel Vitali, a recognized musician from Italy, described Karolina as a busking sensation, a title that quickly spread throughout Europe and beyond. Her viral covers of major hits such as Shape of You by Ed Sheeran and Dance Monkey by Tones and I became staples of her repertoire. These performances showcased not only her technical skill, but also her ability to breathe new life into well-known songs, making them her own. Her online presence flourished alongside her live performances. With more than 10 million followers across platforms, her videos consistently drew millions of views each month. Fans worldwide connected with her style, eagerly awaiting each fresh upload. The enthusiasm for her music was evident in every comment, share, and fan interaction. The combination of her ability to perform various musical styles and her training in different instruments brought her success. She displayed multiple musical styles through her performances, which included the soothing sound of Someone You Loved and the lively rhythms of Despacito. The diverse musical selection allowed her to connect with multiple audience groups, while her exceptional vocal abilities showed through. Through her violin performances, she used music to tell stories because each musical piece became her method of storytelling. People recognized her stage presence as she displayed musical talent. Her youthful appearance did not stop her from showing both self-assurance and charming personality as she connected with the audience through her ability to create emotional bonds. The combination of these elements created unforgettable experiences which persisted beyond the ending of the performance. She showed her ability to perform music, but her main role involved telling stories through her music. Her increasing popularity brought her to television shows, which helped her become more famous. Her 2019 performance on The Ellen Show served as a major show which attracted many viewers while introducing her to a larger audience. Her performance on that stage showed her both artistic talent and musical ability, which established her as one of the best emerging artists in the music industry. Karolina's path from street musician to worldwide fame demonstrates how three factors interact with each other through digital media to create artistic success. The few years between her start as a musician and her rise as a musician who brought her music to millions of fans represented a turning point in her life. His musical skills developed through his music dedication and his commitment to his art. The young artist who worked to achieve her dreams during this period showed both patience and bravery. The musician needed to develop his skills through formal educational training after he displayed his initial musical ability. While her natural ability drew attention, it was the disciplined refinement of her craft through formal education that deepened her artistry. Receiving professional training. Contrary to some early impressions that Karolina was entirely self-taught, professional instruction played a crucial role in her development as a violinist. Shortly after moving to the United States, she began formal lessons with her instructor, Mr. Sam Fisher, starting in 2015. This structured learning provided the foundation necessary to harness her innate musicality and sharpen her technique. Under Mr. Fisher's guidance, Karolina worked diligently to master fundamental concepts of violin playing. She refined her bowing, intonation, and finger positioning, skills that allowed her to expand her repertoire and improve her performance quality. This disciplined training complemented her natural flair and helped her tackle a broader range of musical pieces with confidence. Formal lessons also introduced Karolina to classical violin literature, grounding her in tradition while her viral covers carried a contemporary flair. This dual education created a unique blend of pop culture and classical technique, setting her apart from many other young performers. The structured environment helped her interpret music critically and expressively. Eager to grow beyond lessons alone, Karolina actively sought supplemental opportunities such as workshops and masterclasses. These experiences enabled her to learn from a variety of musicians and explore different musical styles. Her openness to collaboration and education enriched her sound and encouraged artistic experimentation. This dedication to expanding her skills manifested in her performances, which consistently displayed technical proficiency and emotional depth. The solid foundation she built allowed her to approach each piece with mastery and creativity. This professionalism became evident both on stage and in her growing number of high-quality recordings. Despite the demands of rigorous practice and training, Karolina maintained her passion and enthusiasm for music. The combination of professional instruction and her own motivation fueled a fast-paced artistic evolution. She translated technical lessons into compelling performances that resonated with millions globally. Her insistence on quality and improvement meant that Karolina was never content to rely solely on natural ability. The discipline instilled by her instructors enabled her to face new challenges in repertoire and technique, pushing her toward excellence. This maturity beyond her years was a key ingredient in her sustained success. Her formal training also helped her navigate the pressures of performing at increasingly high-profile venues and events. Knowing that she had mastered essential technical skills gave her the confidence to take creative risks. It is this balance of rigor and inspiration that shaped her distinctive musical voice. It is this strong foundation of training and experience that prepared Karolina for the collaborations and public attention that would soon bring her even greater recognition. Collaborations and major TV appearances. Karolina Protsenko's journey saw a significant boost when her talent caught the attention of influential figures and led to high-profile collaborations. One of her most notable collaborations was with Angelica Hale, the runner-up on America's Got Talent. Together, they performed Symphony by Zara Larsson, blending Karolina's stirring violin melodies with Angelica's powerful vocals. Their shared passion and youthful energy created an unforgettable duet that captivated audiences and showcased their extraordinary abilities. This collaboration demonstrated Karolina's ability to connect with other young prodigies on stage, proving that her musicality could seamlessly intertwine with different talents and styles. The chemistry between the two was palpable, and their performance was hailed for its emotional depth and technical precision. It was clear that Karolina thrived not only as a solo artist, but also as a collaborator, eager to explore new artistic dimensions. In 2019, Karolina appeared on The Ellen Show, a landmark moment that further elevated her public profile. Her performance of Post Malone's Sunflower mesmerized the studio audience, leaving a lasting impression on both viewers and Ellen DeGeneres herself. Ellen, impressed by Karolina's skill and dedication, gifted her a custom-made blue violin and a special tip jar designed for busking, symbolic gestures that honored her journey and supported her aspirations. The Ellen appearance was not just a performance, it was a heartfelt recognition of Karolina's hard work and promise. During the show, she mentioned her goal of buying a puppy, revealing a glimpse of her personality beyond the stage. This blend of youthful innocence and professional accomplishment endeared her to millions and illustrated her relatable charm. The Italian saxophonist Daniel Vitali and other esteemed musicians from different musical genres joined Karolina through her developing professional connections. The musical collaborations with her fellow artists enabled her to develop new musical skills which transformed her existing violin performance style through different musical traditions. The collaborative CD project with Daniel served as a pivotal moment in her musical development because it united classical violin music with vibrant contemporary musical styles. She started working with modern crossover musicians who represented her growing list of professional collaborations because she could create new music while maintaining her current sound. Through her musical partnerships, she discovered new fan bases which helped her artistic development reach new heights. The artists at her center used their creative style as a source of inspiration, which helped her develop her artistic vision. Karolina received recognition from both established musicians and industry professionals through her performances and music projects. People recognized her skill as a violinist and her ability to maintain a successful music career through dedication, which she demonstrated as a young artist. Her appearance through YouTube and social media platforms allowed millions of users to discover her work, which brought her collaborative projects to greater public attention. The projects which Karolina conducted outside of her solo performances showed a critical career milestone which enabled her to transition from being a viral star to becoming a respected young artist who explores her professional boundaries. Through her television work and musical collaborations, she discovered fresh ways to showcase her artistry while increasing her musical influence. The growth process established her upcoming artistic development, which will occur in her next artistic phase. The music scene began to value Karolina after her performances and collaborations because her musical career had reached a point where her fame needed to be preserved through constant artistic renewal. From stepping onto big stages and sharing the spotlight with peers, Karolina began to explore new artistic paths, integrating dance, diverse styles, and an active social media presence to reach her global audience. Artistic evolution and current activities. Karolina's artistic journey did not stagnate after her early success. Instead, she sought ways to grow and reinvent her performances. Inspired by idols like Lindsey Stirling, a violinist known for blending classical music with dance, Karolina began incorporating ballet and dance into her shows. This integration added a dynamic visual element to her music that engaged audiences on a deeper level, transforming her performances into multi-sensory experiences. Her admiration for Lindsey Stirling culminated in a dream-come-true moment when she appeared on The Kelly Clarkson Show. Meeting her idol was an emotional occasion marked by laughter and tears as the two violinists shared stories and music. Lindsey even gifted Karolina one of her handcrafted violins, symbolizing their mutual passion and respect. The encounter culminated in a special duet, a poignant fusion of inspiration and emerging talent. This phase of artistic evolution reflected Karolina's desire not to be confined solely to traditional violin performances. She actively experimented with new musical styles, blending classical foundations with pop, electronic, and even vocal covers. This versatility kept her content fresh and broadened her appeal, attracting audiences from various musical tastes. Karolina's social media presence also grew more sophisticated. She managed multiple YouTube channels dedicated to violin covers, vocal performances, and vlogs, providing a comprehensive platform for connecting with fans. Across these channels and platforms like Instagram and Facebook, she regularly shared glimpses of her life, creative process, and collaborations, nurturing a loyal and engaged fan base. People across the world learned about her music after she released her songs through major streaming platforms, which included Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music Unlimited. Her music reached listeners from around the globe through social media because her digital presence included videos that received more than 1 billion views. Her style development involved working together with musicians from different musical styles and cultural backgrounds. She discovered fresh musical possibilities through her collaboration with Italian saxophonist Daniele Vitali and other instrumentalists. Her artistic partnerships established her identity as an artist who actively pushes artistic boundaries to create innovative work. Karolina maintained her educational path and real-world experiences through her digital success, which created overwhelming public attention. The way she handled school and performance responsibilities demonstrated her commitment to developing both her personal and artistic abilities. She needed to balance these two aspects because public interest in her work continued to grow. Karolina used her constant development to demonstrate that she wanted to build a successful professional path instead of chasing instant online success. Every artistic project she undertook and every new musical direction she chose demonstrated her dedication to achieving artistic excellence while authenticating her true self. The artist shows how young people need dedication from mature individuals to develop into complete artists who can face future challenges with dedication and strength. As Karolina continues to expand and refine her creative vision, the next chapter will reveal how these efforts translate into financial success and long-term prospects within the competitive music industry. Financial success and future prospects. Karolina Protsenko's immense talent has translated into impressive financial success, especially for someone so young. With over 8 million YouTube subscribers and millions following her on social media platforms like Instagram, her reach is vast. The views on her videos, which often average around 30 million per video, generate substantial advertising revenue. Conservative estimates place her YouTube earnings at over $1 million annually, not accounting for sponsorships and other income streams. Beyond YouTube, Karolina leverages multiple revenue sources that contribute to her growing net worth, which is estimated at around $1.5 million as of 2024. Her live performances and tours add to this, as her popularity has opened doors to concerts and events worldwide. Playing the violin on both small street corners and major stages has proven financially rewarding, constantly expanding her fan base and demand for appearances. Merchandise sales are another important part of her financial ecosystem. Karolina offers clothing items such as t-shirts and sweatshirts, branded with her logos and imagery. These sales not only generate income, but also reinforce her brand identity, enabling fans to feel closer to her journey. The combination of digital presence and tangible products strengthens her overall earnings and visibility. Karolina's music sales also bolster her financial position. She has released several albums available on platforms like Spotify, iTunes, and Amazon Music Unlimited, giving her access to global audiences beyond video content. The royalties from these streams and purchases create a steady revenue flow, showcasing the multiple layers of success she has built. In addition to conventional income, Karolina receives financial support directly from fans through platforms that allow donations and tips. This grassroots form of patronage speaks to the strong connection she maintains with her audience. It also highlights the contemporary artist's ability to engage with fans beyond traditional sales, creating a loyal community that sustains her career. The Stradivarius violin, which she selected as her musical instrument, establishes her as a unique artist who possesses vital characteristics for her musical identity. Her performance on one of the most expensive and famous violins, which has a value of millions, places her in the group of top musicians. The instrument she plays enhances her musical performance, while it represents her dedication to her profession, which creates expectations for her future success in both classical and popular music. Karolina has multiple future possibilities to explore, even though she has reached artistic and financial success at her current age. The digital age offers emerging artists a pathway to success, which her story demonstrates because it enables them to create direct audience connections while existing boundaries of traditional artistry disappear. The potential for her growth continues to expand because her artistic development remains active and she undertakes new creative initiatives. Karolina has a successful future ahead of her, but it will present her with difficult circumstances. The music industry requires musicians to develop their skills while maintaining their ability to handle challenges which arise from the industry's constant changes. She possesses the necessary discipline and talent to establish a successful profession, which will endure beyond her present internet popularity because of her expanding network of supporters. Karolina Protsenko achieved financial success because she combined her natural talent with her effective use of digital platforms and her diverse revenue sources and her dedicated work approach. Young musicians can build successful and worthwhile music careers according to her journey, which demonstrates that they can use technology and education together with their passion. Karolina Protsenko's story is one of prodigious talent, hard work, and impressive success at a young age. From viral videos to major collaborations, she continues to shine and evolve. If you enjoyed this deep dive into her journey, please like and subscribe for more stories about inspiring artists.